One's bodies would be donated to colleges or research centers, never sold. They trusted the now shuttered Biological Resource Center of Illinois, owned and operated by Donald Green, seen here.
Takes into consideration the loved ones, the families that are left behind.
And his son. But this story is about more than broken promises, FBI raids, and donated bodies selling for up to $100,000. Donald A. Green and his namesake are both facing felony federal charges, accused of a scheme to defraud for knowingly withholding test results showing human remains they sold were positive for infectious disease, like hepatitis, HIV, and sepsis. We had no luck tracking them down, so we reached out to agencies they've affiliated with over the years. The Illinois Funeral Directors Association responded right away. Quote, Donald A. Green is a present member. Their requirement? To be an active funeral director. Sure enough, Donald A. Green is still a licensed funeral director and embalmer in the state of Illinois, with zero discipline listed in his record. We know he no longer owns the cremation business the FBI raided years ago in Schiller Park, the city listed on his license. The state agency responsible for regulating this didn't respond to our repeated requests for more information, then responded with an email late tonight. Quote, in light of the fact of this recent federal action, we will review the status of his license and see what measures are appropriate. Now, we just got that statement late tonight, so we will follow up with the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation, holding the elected position of Park District Commissioner in Rosemont. That's where the Biological Resource Center of Illinois was based. The Park District's attorney said they swear in 2 new commissioners in a month, and they have no comment on the charges pertaining to Mr. Green. Reporting live in the newsroom tonight, I'm Tara Molina, CBS 2 News.
From the very beginning, he joins us live from Detroit's east side with a report you're going to see only here on 7. Jim?
Carolyn and Stephen, these are the federal documents just unsealed. I'm going to go past this. My sources tell me this is a story that's very hard to take, but families in Chicago and Detroit are in the process of getting letters that simply say the bodies of their loved ones they donated were sold out the back door for profit, their bodies cut up and parts stored at this now closed, shabby warehouse.
That's an abomination to me. I mean, that's a violation of something sacred in people's emotions.
He donated the body of his daughter, her wishes, just months ago, but then learned that the Chicago Body Donation Program was raided by the feds for allegedly selling human bodies and parts on the black market. Families are told bodies would not, could not be sold.
Marketeering and profiteering and black market can be taking place that is completely unrelated to the wishes and understanding of the bereaved. That's unimaginable, unspeakable.
The raid at this Detroit business found, sources say, body parts of more than 1,000 different people. But now, get this. We know the feds found a mother who donated her son in Chicago, that the body was sold for $5,000, and his head, 2 legs, and shoulder were found here in Detroit. A son in Chicago donated his mother's body. It was sold for $5,000, but the body dismembered here in Detroit, and parts used for medical training in the United States and overseas. The feds also found an email in Chicago from the business owner there to the wife of the business owner here in Detroit. What could be a smoking gun. He said he didn't want to know who the doctors, schools, and end customers were, so it would be easier for him to dismiss things and not have any allegations in the future. It was too late. The owner of the Detroit body parts business is Arthur Rathburn. We've been trying to get him to talk for months. Why were you stockpiling hundreds of human body parts here, sir? Rathburn never answered my questions on a couple of occasions. Now, tonight, my sources say no one has been indicted, but they are coming. That includes people in Detroit, Chicago, and Phoenix. My sources also say some have cooperated, some have lawyered up.